Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
All right, so we have Mr. Ball.
Correct, Your Honor.
All right, I'm ready. These are cases 260010OM and 260011OM, People versus Jack Ball. Counsel, it's my, he's choosing to go forward without representation. Mr. Kazicki, is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Mr. Ball, can you state your name for me?
What?
Can you say your name?
My name is Jack Ball.
Jack Ball. Okay. Sir, you've been brought to court on a misdemeanor charge. You have the following basic rights: to plead guilty, not guilty, or to stand mute. If you stand mute, a plea of not guilty will be entered. You may plead guilty, you may plead no contest with the permission of the court, to have a trial by jury, or to have assistance of an attorney. You have the right to have an attorney appointed at public expense if you are indigent, and if the offense charge requires a minimum jail sentence, or the court determines that you might sentence you to jail. The appointing authority will decide if you are indigent and appoint counsel if you are eligible. You have a trial, you have the following basic rights: to call witnesses to speak for you at trial. You may get an order signed by the court to require witnesses to come to court, to see, hear, and question all witnesses against you at trial, to be a witness for yourself or to remain silent. If you choose not to be a witness on your own behalf, the prosecuting official may not comment on your refusal to testify, and to be presumed innocent unless proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Sir, you're brought to court today on a trespass charge stemming from January 6th of 2026, as well as a larceny charge stemming from January 6th, 2026. Each of the trespass is a 93-day misdemeanor, punishable by up to $500 and 93 days in jail. The larceny charge, sir, is also a misdemeanor, punishable by 93 days or $500 or three times the property value. Sir, how do you wish to plead as to both charges? Sir, do you wish to plead guilty, not guilty, or stand mute?
Fuck yourself. How about that?
I'm assuming that's maybe standing mute. And it's my understanding you do not want an attorney present, correct, sir? Not guilty pleas have been entered on your behalf. Your arraignment's concluded. As to bond, $2,500, 10% with the following bond conditions. You're to appear in court as directed. You're not to leave the state without permission of the court. You're not to commit any new crimes while released. You're to immediately contact the court if you change your address or your phone number. You're not to return back to Glenn's Auto. If you have not been fingerprinted, you need to be fingerprinted within 48 hours. So 2,500, 10%. We're all set. Thank you. Did you say Paredes? I'm sorry.
I did, Your Honor, yes. Sir, come on up here to the door.
This is case 221133OT, People versus Felipe Paredes. Appearance, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. James Kazicki on behalf of Mr. Perez. Waive reading of the complaint, stand mute. Mr. Perez was going to enter a plea of guilty to the charge of failing to display. He also has tickets in default for about $1,700. He indicates that he's been in and out of the hospital for the last couple of years, and the medical reasons why he hasn't been here sooner to take care of this.
Sir, can you state your name for me?
Felipe Paredes.
All right, sir, did you go through your constitutional rights with your attorney?
I believe so, yes.
Your trial rights, your right to have a trial and see your witnesses, did you go through all of those with your attorney?
Yes.
Okay, did you have any questions about your constitutional rights?
No.
Okay, and did you allow your attorney to sign your name to your advice of rights?
Yes.
Okay, sir, I also have an executed plea form indicating that the Drovo license suspended, which is a misdemeanor, is being reduced down to a failing to display a valid license. Sir, that's still a misdemeanor, punishable by 90 days and up to a $100 fine. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay, you also understand that if you were to plead guilty to that failing to display a valid license, you would be waiving your trial rights listed on that advice of rights form, meaning you won't have a trial of any kind. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. You also understand that if you're on probation or parole anywhere, a plea of guilty could be considered a violation of your conditions.
I'm not. No. Oh, yes.
Okay. I don't know, I just have to tell you. And then finally, if you're not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty could have immigration consequences up to deportation. Do you understand that?
I'm a U.S. citizen, yes.
Okay, perfect. Knowing all that, sir, how do you plead to the reduced count of failing to display a valid license? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty?
Has anybody forced you to plead guilty today?
No, there was an agreement to pay the fines.
Yep, I'll get to the tickets in a minute. I just have to deal with the misdemeanor first. But has anybody forced you to plead guilty to failing to display a valid license?
No.
Has anybody threatened you or coerced you to plead guilty today?
No.
And are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes, but from, if I may say something,
Sure.
from my understanding, the prosecutor offered a fine that would be, I'll be able to pay as I go.
Yes. Yep. So I'll do the fines, but you'll be put on a payment plan after that. We'll get to that.
No, but I'm saying that he said that this is a fine.
I guess I don't understand your question.
Is this a fine? They said that they were gonna offer me a fine on this.
Yeah, so it's a misdemeanor, but there's a fine associated with the misdemeanor as well, meaning you're not going to get jail time or anything. It's just a fine.
That's my understanding, yeah, okay.
Yes. Okay. Do you have any more questions before going forward?
None, it's just that I've been going through multiple surgeries, and that's the only reason, trust me, my family been on me to pay my ticket so I can get my license back. I can't find a job nowhere, and I have been looking on Indeed and everywhere. The disqualifications are not having a driver's license, so I definitely planned on paying it. But I've been going, I had a total colectomy. They removed my large intestine, and they had created a pouch. I had to heal for 6 months first, and then they reattached me. That's the only reason why I haven't been able to work. Other than that, I'm fully capable of working and paying off fines.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad you're on the up and up. All right, so let me ask you a couple questions. Back on June 28th of 2022, were you operating a vehicle in the city of Taylor, sir?
Yes.
Okay. At some point, were you pulled over by some police officers?
Yes.
And did they ask you to produce a valid license at that time?
I believe so, yes.
And would you agree that you failed to do so?
Yes.
Counsel, are you satisfied with the factual basis?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
All right, so I'll accept your plea, sir, as knowing and voluntarily given. We'll recall all the warrants if we haven't already. Give me just a second. You'll have a fine of 50, costs of 50. There's a state fee of 75. And I'm sorry, a crime victim's rights fee of 75 and a state fee of 50 for a total of 225. Counsel, the 1702, that's for all the civil infractions?
Yes, Your Honor, that's what I calculated that.
1,700 total?
Give me just 1 second. I just want to make sure.
Give him up 1,702.
Yep. So it's just in your default to tickets alone, it's $1,702 plus the 225 for the misdemeanor you just pled to.
Yep.
So it's a total of 1927.
Okay.
So there's an indication on here that you are requesting a payment plan of $75 a month. Is that correct? Is that something you're able to do?
That's correct, yes. If I can possibly get it reduced to 50 if I have to, that'll be later on, but 75 is okay.
We can start with 50. Let's do that. And if you want to pay more, you can pay more on it. It's easier that way. Okay. So that's gonna start next month. I have an address on Madison Street in Taylor. Is that still good?
Yes.
Okay, so what's gonna, and that's a house, right? It's not an apartment or building number?
No, it's a home.
Okay, so what's gonna happen is you're gonna get a payment plan sent to you by mail. It's gonna outline when your payments are due, how to pay it, all of the important information you're gonna need. Sir, if there comes a time where you cannot make that $50 payment, make sure you call us. You're just gonna keep getting warrants, okay?
Okay, if I do it this way, until it's paid off, I can get my license back or not yet?
That's a question for the collections clerk. I don't know if they clear you before or if it's done at the end. Once you're out, make a phone call to the court and let them know you just got put on a payment plan and ask them those questions. And they'll be able to let you know.
Okay, because it's hard to make, if I lose a job or I can't find work under the table, it's hard to get a job without a license on when you apply. So if I don't have work, like seasonal or something like that, because I do home repairs, siding, windows.
They might be able to work with you, sir, the collections department. Just make sure you call them and talk to them and express that to them, okay? And see what they can do for you. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so we're all set today. This case 180326 FY, People versus Taquisha Ellis.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. James Gazicki on behalf of Ms. Ellis. Waive reading, stand mute. This is another violation of probation. She did want me to inform the court that she's supposed to start a new job today, Your Honor. You'd consider that when you're doing the bond.
Ms. Ellis, can you state your name for me?
Yes, ma'am. Taquisha Ellis.
Okay. So Ms. Ellis has been in warrant status since 2018. Now we sit in the early months of 2026. How was she picked up, counsel? Do you know?
She was at the Wayne County Jail on a different charge, Your Honor.
Okay. So it's not that she wants to be here, that she did it willingly. She just happens to be in the system. Okay. Ma'am, did you go through your advice of rights form for your probation violation?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have any questions about your rights?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And did you allow your attorney to sign your name to your advice of rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm going to sign the request for a court-appointed attorney. Do you have counsel with you? And then ask to bond.
I'll leave the discretion of the court, Your Honor.
She's got a Detroit traffic and then a Plymouth hold as well. Let me see what Plymouth is for. Where are you starting work today, ma'am?
As assistant manager at Checkers in Westland.
We haven't seen you in 8 years.
I know. I done moved to New York, moved back and had 2 more children. I didn't even know this case still existed.
Well, it's because you never came in. I wouldn't know it existed either.
Right. But things have been looking up for me and my baby or whatever. I just got a place that I'm able to afford. This is my second job. I got a first job. I do home health care. I have 2 patients. So things have been looking up for me. I just was having a hard time, a hard patch in life, but things is really looking up for me. I'm doing better. I've been drug free. I haven't been using any drugs or alcohol. I've just been on the right path trying to do right by my kids. Because I know that's the only way in life I'm gonna be right, is if I do right by them. I think that's why I've been having all this bad luck, because I wasn't being right by my children.
I don't think it's bad luck. I think it's some bad choices by kind of skirting your responsibilities, Ms. Ellis. Let me ask you a question though. Are you still living on Grand Street in Detroit?
No, ma'am. I stay on 5500 Trumbull Street.
Is there a house or is there an apartment or building number?
It's an apartment building, ma'am.
Is there a number?
Yes, 912.
Apartment 912?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
And what's the zip code there?
48208.
Okay. So I don't have anything aside from this and her holds that I just mentioned, a traffic hold, and the one in Plymouth is, I just had it,
500.
500 for fraud. That warrant was just issued in July, so just of 2025. Ms. Ellis, I sympathize with you, but you got to show up to court for your obligations. I mean, it's hard for me to give you anything else if you can't show up.
I understand that, ma'am. Like I said, things have just been looking up for me. I will be at court because I'm facing something in Wayne County too. She's reinstated my personal bond, so I know I have to be to court. But I just want to get all this stuff behind me so that I can move on with my life. I don't have a problem with court. I need to be out so that I can work and be able to pay that rent so me and my kids don't be homeless.
I mean, I get it. I get it. We just got to kind of juggle our responsibilities, especially if you have little ones. So what I'm going to do is I'll give you a personal bond of $5,000, but you're going to have a GPS tether. I can't do anything less than that because I haven't seen you in 8 years. So $5,000, you're going to get a GPS tether from Wayne County. These are your following bond conditions. You're to appear in court as directed. You're not to leave the state without permission of the court. You're not to commit any new crimes while released. You're to immediately notify the court of any change of address or phone number. Is this a felony?
No.
It is. Oh, exam. Hold on.
It wasn't a felony, it was knocked down to misdemeanor.
Okay, thank you for that. Give me just a second. You have a complaining witness. No contact with Otha Hauser?
Yes, that's my child's father.
Okay, no contact with him until we resolve the case. Do you still talk to him in relation to the kids?
In relation to the child, yes. But we usually deal with our parents. He deal with my mom, I deal with his mom.
Okay, I'll put a note in here that you can have direct contact with him via text as it relates to visitation with the minor children, if need be. But if you're going to your parents anyways, that seems like the better option.
Yes, ma'am.
Can't have, you can't consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You can't have access to firearms or other dangerous weapons. You'll be subject to drug and alcohol testing on demand. And again, you'll have a GPS tether, okay? So we're all set. Make sure you're showing up to court.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're all set. Have a good day.
Thank you.